Sean Strickland is at it again, throwing stones, but then when they get thrown back at him, he starts to cry and pout and etc. etc. Here he says, "My girl watches TikTok sadly. She keeps showing me Miss Peaches, Barstool Sports Guide dog. She says, I asked my girl, does he have kids? Let me tell you all something. If you're a grown-ass, childless man obsessed about a dog, you gotta rethink your life, rich or poor." Who the fuck is Sean Strickland to be saying this? Who are you, bro? The neo-Nazi? The former neo-Nazi? What are we really talking about here, bro? Who are you? The guy that had all this abuse growing up? Like, what makes you any type of authority on right and wrong, or even like that's weird. You're the weird one for caring about a guy having a dog and loving his dog. What the hell? To which Michael Chiesa came out and said, if you're a grown-ass, childless man hating on someone for loving a dog, you gotta rethink your life, rich or poor. The most coherent thing said in this whole thing, man. The most coherent thing said. Salute to Michael Chiesa, and who is a career-long welterweight, mind you, and we'll get to that in a second. But Sean Strickland comes and says, at Mike Mav 22, I'm not saying you're wrong, but you talk a lot of shit to me, and you haven't earned that right. You're not just a random person on X, no free pass. I think it's time you get an opportunity to be my equal. Not at the PI, but I think it's time. What are you talking about, be your equal? What makes him your equal? His ability to beat you up? Well, guess what, Sean? There's a lot of guys out there that could beat you up, man. There's a lot of Navy SEALs that I know are out there raising their hand for you. And, you know, Alex Pereira is one phone call away. You know, hey, Alex, you know, handle this for me. And Jared Cannonier is also a phone call away. You know, I'm sure Mike Mav got some connections so he could make a phone call, you know. And for you to put it like, oh, you don't agree with me, or you don't like what I'm saying, or literally Michael Chiesa said a fact. What he said is a fact. But yet Sean's mind, Sean takes that fact and he constructs it as talking shit. Look, you talk a lot of shit to me. What was the S that was talked? Nothing. There was nothing bad that was talked. You threw the first stone. He threw one back at you, humbled you, made you look in the mirror for a second. And now we have to fight. And you're all angry about it. You know, you get butthurt and you start having your little temper tantrum. So I'm tired of it, guys. I don't understand how this guy amassed a huge following. I think he said some things that resonated with people. You know, his thing. Here's the thing about Bud Light, you guys. I wasn't mad at that. I like that rant. I did. Resonated with me, resonated with a lot of people. But when he goes off-road and when he acts like it's okay to essentially be a bully, this is bully behavior, you know. Oh, you don't agree with me? All right, let's fight it out. First of all, this guy's supposed to be in the prime of his career. He's a former champion. Calling out someone who, to a fight, calling out someone who was never a champion, you know. I wouldn't say Michael Chiesa was a top contender. He was a top 10, top 15 guy, sure. Ultimate Fighter alumni, etc., etc. I like Michael Chiesa. He's got some good wins. He's got some bad losses, you know. It is what it is. That's the sport. But what he said wasn't wrong. And the idea that just because he spoke up means now he has to fight big old bad Sean Strickland. You better be careful, Sean, because, again, there's a lot of things that you say that people don't agree with, and people could just squash you. And, oh, just because he could beat me in a fight, that means I can't have my opinion? No, bro, that's not how this works. That's not the freedom of this country that you so often, I guess, maybe pretend to care about, because when other people use their freedom of speech, you get butthurt and challenge them to fights. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm tired of this guy, Sean Strickland. Fan base is lame. He's lame. It's just one of those things. I believe he needs a quote-unquote come-to-Jesus moment where he really looks at himself in the mirror and he assesses where he's gone wrong, and yeah, he changes for the better. I don't think that'll happen because he surrounds himself in an echo chamber, and anybody that even has a mature thought gets typecasted as a hater talking crap, you know? So That's my thoughts on this. I don't see Sean Strickland having that moment. I think his behavior only turns off more and more people as it continues to ramp up over time. Interesting developments ahead. That's my take on this one. I've gone long enough. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you agree, disagree, does not matter. Just join the discussion. Follow for more. Leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. And thank you. You are appreciated.